Eh bien, merci d'être avec nous. Donc, je suis Sylvie Oulière-Maïka, j'anime une partie des équipes commerciales chez AWS en France. Nous allons faire cette session en anglais, mais la présentation peut se faire en français. Voilà, j'ai le plaisir d'accueillir Farid. Farid, je te laisse te présenter. Comme tu le souhaites.
Okay, so we'll start in English. So good morning, everyone. Thanks AWS, VivaTech and Sylvie for having me today. So Farid Abdi, I'm Deputy Director for Data and Analytics at Ponant, a company that I have joined 5 years ago. And what can I say about me? I have 15 years of experience around data. In the past I was a data consultant, and I'm very happy to share a little bit today about our data-driven strategy at Ponant.
Thanks, Farid. So maybe we can start with Ponant, because I'm not sure that everyone knows Ponant. We had a discussion just before. Maybe if you can, in a few minutes, explain what is the business of Ponant?
Yes, exactly. So Ponant is a luxury cruise company. Let's say that we have a fleet composed of 13 vessels. What's defined us, for example, is the small capacity of our vessels. And the project that we propose to and the experience that we propose to our clients. What sets also Ponant apart is that we are a cruise operator and offering luxury hotel experiences at sea. So it's a unique concept of traveling at sea around the world.
So it seems very promising. So maybe you can share with the people here the few figures, because I was very surprised when you mentioned the figures of Ponant. So maybe if you can share with the attendees.
One very important figure I will share first is, let's say, the fleet expansion of the company. So as I said, I joined Ponant in 2018. The fleet was composed at this time of 5 vessels. And within 4 years, we reached a capacity of 13 vessels. So the dynamic of the fleet expansion was 160% in 4 years. So that was quite impressive, and that's when you need to digitalize. Other figures that I can share is the number of people. We have 600 people, let's say, shore and HQ, and 1,700 sailors that navigate our 13 ships. We have a worldwide presence with offices around the world in EMEA, Americas and APAC. So we have 8 offices abroad. And that's it for Ponant.
Yeah, very impressive figures. So in March 2020, we all suffered from something called COVID. So I imagine that there was a big impact for your business. If you can explain, in fact, what was the impact, the business impact?
Yes, let's say that it was brutal and a very strong impact for the entire travel industry. But as soon as the authority gave us the go to travel again, actually the management decided to help all the people at Ponant design a specific program, specific itineraries to travel and to navigate across the French border. So at this time we developed a lot of agility, and it was the same for the different team, data and IT at this time. We needed to be agile.
I can imagine. So maybe you can explain a little bit how you use, in fact, the impact of digital and IT and technology, and how you use digital in this context.
Yes, that's a good question. So I will first share that we have started at a very early stage to build an enterprise data lake. So we wanted very first to move the data to the cloud and to be ready to open it and make it accessible for our different business users. So thanks to that, we were able to, for example, try to equip to give access to some of the businesses that were lacking some analytical tools. So we did that during COVID, and also we developed this agility that, for example, while digital, we got the chance to digitalize an entire operational reporting, which is named a noon report. It is a standard in the marine industry. It's a report that is done on a daily basis at noon by the bridge team of each vessel. And within 10 days, we put a squad to develop first an app to accelerate the way the report was done and fill in. And also we developed a pipeline to first collect this data in our data lake and make it available for analysis and reporting. So that was agile, I guess.
Yeah, agility in practical. So now that COVID is behind us, fortunately, so it would be really interesting to know what are the priorities and the challenges right now for Ponant.
Yes, in terms of priority, I would say is to design and promote the best experience before, during, and after the cruises. So it's definitely one of our priority. And when it comes to challenges, I will share one of the challenges of my team, of the data. One of the challenges that we have now is actually to reset the expectation, because we have collected a lot of, I would say, use cases before COVID. Now, after COVID, with this new, in the light of this new situation, we had to regroup, to rethink our use cases, because we wanted to go faster. We wanted first to, what was important was to collect all the data. So that was the challenge that we faced. And also, I will add that one very important thing that was a challenge is now we have to prioritize better. So in order to prioritize, we have to select the best use cases that we can deliver. And to make that, we need to identify at a very early stage the benefits, the gain, and the payback. So that's something that we do, and that's a constant challenge, I would say.
Yes, it's exactly what the majority of the customers says, but it's a concrete example, so thanks for sharing. In fact, both companies, Ponant and AWS, are both customer obsessed. So working on the luxury cruising customer satisfaction is a key challenge for you. My question is to understand, how do you ensure and measure that you fulfill the customer expectation?
Yes, I would say that we share that with you. I think it's the first of your leadership.
Yeah, it's the first of the leadership principle at Amazon. Yeah.
So for Ponant, I would say that we are committed to put the customer at the center of what we do on a daily basis, and the customer satisfaction is actually key to our success, and we know it. How do we measure that? I'd like to think that we're doing the right way. So we actually measure the customer feedback, of the customer emotion at the different touch points and all across the journey, before, during, and after the cruise. Yes, that's what we do basically.
Maybe another question for you, Farid, is what does it change from a business perspective to gain in agility up to 4 days? Because you mentioned it.
Yes, actually, definitely. When you put digitalization, let's say, collecting the customer satisfaction survey, yes, you gain in time, and you have some cost savings for sure. That what we did successfully while delivering a proof of concept on customer satisfaction. Why it is important? First, because you get to collect the customer feedback earlier. That's the first benefit. And also you have the possibility to address any specific issue in a timely manner. So let's say that it's a way to promptly identify the customer concerns, and that's it, I think.
So you you explain what you did. So my question would be, what next, in fact, for you?
Yeah, first I would like to say that, as I said, we have built the data lake, that strong foundation. We have collected at this time around 15 data sources. That part is completed, and on top of that we have built let's say a data marketplace. So we can now give access to a lot of our personas in terms of user. We have advanced users that are data savvy and tech savvy. So they are able to actually run the last 2 miles better than we could ever do with some of our partners, because they know the data, they know the business, and they can go faster. That's a real, I would say, advantage. We are also able to address the other person, that business expert or the management. So that's, I think, a very good thing. So the data lake is something that helps us now look ahead, and we are able to take the AI and ML the extra mile. We have a lot of use cases coming. One of them is actually the voice of our customer. We have successfully conducting a POC to, for example, identify the main concern in our contact center, and also the tendencies that where the client wants to travel, and so on and so forth. So that's what we do at the moment. Now it's kind of easy to inject and add artificial intelligence now that we have a lot of data. For example, we use a lot text recognition technique to collect data from an OCR technique to collect data, for example, from reports that are done and that transit via emails today. So it's a lot of agility too, I would say. So I would say that it's the perfect time to play the AI game. I think the business is also more eager to follow us. We see it on a daily basis. And now that I would say that generative AI also is something that we can touch. I'm actually very excited for the future, yeah.
Yeah. And maybe just to conclude, because usually it's very interesting for the attendees, it's just to share some learning. Do you have learning to share about this journey? What worked well, maybe, I don't know, any learning you want to share?
One of the learning is, as a conclusion, maybe to say that collaboration on a daily basis with a lot of different business departments, with AWS, with also the very talented data partners that work with us on a daily basis, make it real. And thanks to that, we are able to, let's say, to deliver at a fast pace. So I think it's just that I will share. It's that, and I will also add that maybe the most important thing is to, when it comes to change management and developing a data culture, I would say that is a battle of every day, and it may be the most exciting part, because there is always someone to convince about the benefit of moving to the cloud and doing data thanks to here we talk to the about AWS, but it's easier to use serverless services that you propose, and every time it's how can I explain that in a simple manner? How if I would tell that to my kids? So it's very interesting. The cultural aspect is actually very interesting.
Maybe we can share, because we had a discussion just before around the coffee, and we said together with Farid that it's all about cultural and change management, because the technology is there, but the most important thing is really to embrace the change. And usually our customer always says that it's really the most critical part. So it's interesting, because it's really the learning you want to share. It's also my learning. about what we see at WS. Thanks a lot, Farid, to be with us. It was really, really interesting. Really appreciate the sharing. Maybe the next piece is we have Tanuja Renerin, or EMEA Vice President of AWS, as a keynote speaker in 5 minutes in stage 1. So if you want to know more about generative AI, I think it's the place to be, so you can join the keynote. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.